Let's cut through the stereotype for a minute. I know you all have heard things like man up or shake it off. You will be fine. Somewhere along the line, men got handed this tough guy script. Be strong, don't cry, handle it on your own. But here's the reality nobody, not even the strongest guys, can carry the world alone. And if you feel like you're cracking under the pressure, I'm here to tell you you're not alone. As a woman, I see you and I want to help you break out that mental cage. For a long time, men have been taught that being a real man means never showing vulnerability. Somehow, masculinity got tangled up with the ideas of stoicism and emotional distance. But this old school narrative is hurting more than it's helping. Men face intense pressure, work stress, relationship, financial burdens, and telling you to just suck it up doesn't make those things go away. It only piles on the weight. Think about it. If something physically hurt, you wouldn't ignore it. A broken leg, you would get it checked out. But when it comes to mental health, it's as if men are supposed to tough out the pain. But the problem is, our mind are just as crucial as our bodies, and taking care of them isn't weak, it's necessary. Today, we're talking about something that isn't talked about nearly enough men's mental health. For too long, men have been told to suck it up, man up, or just deal with it. But this silence is doing more harm than we realize. The numbers tell a heartbreaking story. Men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women, and yet they are significantly less likely to seek therapy or talk openly about what's going on. This isn't just a statistic, it's a call to action. Let's get one thing straight vulnerability isn't weakness. If anything, it's a form of strength that society has overlooked. The idea that men need to be silent and emotionally tough, it's an outdated stereotype that's hurting more than it's helping. Think of fathers, uncles, and grandfathers who quietly bore their struggles, never sharing what they were going through. Now it's up to us to change that cycle. We all have battles that people can't see. For men, the pressure to perform, to succeed, to keep it together can be overwhelming. Men face unique stresses, societal expectations, financial pressures, and the need to appear resilient. Whether it's struggling to balance work and family, comparing oneself to others, or feeling judged for expressing emotions, it can be a lot, and bottling it up only makes things worse. One of the most powerful ways to support men's mental health is to normalize vulnerability. Instead of dismissing each other with phrases like man up, encourage real conversations. Let it be okay to say, hey, I am struggling. Being vulnerable takes courage, but it's the foundation of connection, and connection is exactly what we need more of. It's amazing what a simple message can do. Something as small as how are you really can open up a space for someone to share what they are going through. Don't wait for people to reach out. Check in regularly with the men in your life. Sometimes people just need an invitation to talk. Be that friend who reaches out. Safe spaces are powerful, whether it's a support group, a book club, or just a regular catch up with friends. Having a place where men can be open is crucial. These spaces allow men to talk about stress, struggles, and successes. without failing they are under a spotlight. Start small, invite a friend to coffee, and let the conversation flow naturally. These are the steps that lead to change. Self care isn't just for women or unmanly. In fact, taking time for yourself is essential for everyone. Encourage the men around you to find their own way to decompress. Maybe it's walking out, playing an instrument, reading, or even just taking a long walk. It's about finding something that helps you reset. For some, that's lifting weights. For others, it's watching their favorite series. Whatever works, make time for it. There is a stigma around therapy for men, but it's slowly fading. Therapy doesn't mean you are broken, it means you are working on yourself. Therapy is a tool, and using it shows resilience, not weakness. If you ever feel overwhelmed, don't wait until you are at a point of breaking. Reach out to a therapist, counselor, or a support group. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's one of the bravest steps you can take. Together, we can break the silence. Let's be there for each other. And remember that mental health isn't gendered, it's human. Share this message, start the conversation, and let's make mental health something everyone can talk about openly without fear.